Architecture. Buddhism began in India. This building is a temple for Buddha. It is called the Great Stupa, and it is in Sanchi, India. Think of what you know about different kinds of lines. Now look again at the Parthenon. Then look at the picture of the Great Stupa. What big differences do you see? The Parthenon is mostly straight lines, many vertical, some horizontal, some diagonal. But the Great Stupa has many curved lines. If you walked around it, you would walk in a circle. A line running from one side of the stupa across the top to the other side would be curved. In fact, it would be half a circle. You know what a sphere is, right? A sphere has the same shape as a ball. The Great Stupa is half a sphere. In architecture, this shape is called a dome. The outside of a dome may remind you of the shape of hills. People in India say that when you walk around the Great Stupa, you're walking the path of life around the world mountain. A beautiful castle. You've looked at one building with straight lines and one with curved lines. Now let's look at Himeji, castle in Japan. The castle is made of wood covered with white plaster and was built over 400 years ago, during a time when the Japanese were often at war. What do you think the castle's barred windows and gates were for? There's something unusual about the design of Himeji's castle. Look at the way each story is smaller than the one below it. The overall shape of this building is like a triangle with its top cut off. This shape and the curving roofs make the castle seem to point upward. Himeji Castle is also called the White Heron Castle because it reminded people of a favourite bird, the white heron in flight. A modern museum. Have you ever been to a museum? They're wonderful places to visit. In many museums, you'll find beautiful works of art. When Frank Lloyd Wright, an American architect, was asked to design a new museum, he decided to make the building itself a work of art. The Guggenheim Museum is in New York City. What is unusual about it? Its shape. The outside looks like a teacup made of 4 circular discs. If you go inside, you're in for another surprise. A ramp spirals up to the top, leaving a tall opening in the center. To see the paintings on display, you walk along the ramp. It's like walking inside a big sculpture. Every step you take gives you a different view of the museum's inside too.